Hello friends, I am Dr. Krishna Priya, a dentist from Kerala. In my last video, I have described top 10 tips to get excellent band scores in IELTS speaking. In today's video, I would like to describe top 10 tips to score excellent band score in IELTS writing. Unlike IELTS listening as well as speaking, IELTS writing for general as well as academic training, it's of two types. In general training IELTS, actually, there are two tasks for both general training as well as academic training IELTS. In general training IELTS, the task 1 is letter writing and the task 2 is essay writing. For academic training, the task 1 is writing a summary of a graph or a pie chart or a flow chart, and the task 2 is same, the essay writing. The time is 1 hour. Moving on to task 1 of academic IELTS, that is writing a report of graph or a bar chart. So in that category, you will be asked to write, you will be asked to understand the graph, and you will be asked to write a report in not more than 150 words. You should be writing what it is, the comparisons, what you understood, etc. There should be a structure of the report. So there will be 4 paragraphs. The first paragraph is an introduction, second is an overview paragraph, and the third and the fourth are body paragraphs 1 and 2. In the question given, there will be a description of what the graph shows. So you can use it as your introduction by paraphrasing it. Paraphrasing means you can use what it is given in the graph question, but you have to use your own words, your own English, and you have to paraphrase it. That's what you mean by paraphrasing. The second paragraph is an overview paragraph. It contains a short summary of what you understood, and it is what it is the paragraph that reflects what you learned, what you understood from the graph. It is short and it contains what all you understood. It is very concise as well. So don't forget to write an overview paragraph. It is very, very important. And next two are the body paragraphs 1 and 2. In those two paragraphs, you can write whatever examples, whatever values, numbers, everything given in the graph, and you can compare it with each other. So that's what you do in body paragraphs 1 and 2. Moving on to task 2 of academic training IELTS as well as general training IELTS, that is essay writing. You should write the essay in about 40 minutes and in not more than 250 words. You can divide the essay into 3 parts. First is an introduction, second is the body paragraphs, and the third one is conclusion. For introduction, you have to write 3 sentences. In the first sentence, address the topic in your own words. And the second sentence is, you can write some people believe so while others hold another opinion, like that way, if it is an opinion based question. And in the third sentence, you can write your viewpoint. If it is an agree disagree question, you can write if you agree to such a situation or if you disagree to such a situation. So that are the 3 paragraphs in the introduction part. Now moving on to the body paragraphs. In the body paragraphs, you can write whatever is your viewpoint. You can substantiate it with another examples, explain it. So for example, if it is a problem solution essay, you can write 2 problems in the first body paragraph, explain it, and substantiate your answer with examples. And the second body paragraph, you can give the solution for those 2 problems and again explain it and give examples. And this is what the essay goes. Maximum 2 or 3 body paragraphs you can have, but normally students used to write 2 body paragraphs. So now moving on to the conclusion. In the conclusion, you can write the summary of what all things, of all the main contents in the essay, and wind up with your viewpoint by writing your viewpoint or opinion again. So this is the structure of essay writing. Now moving on to the tips and tricks of getting a good band score in IELTS writing task. So the first step is, as I have already told, write or paraphrase the question as your introduction. Write it in your own words. Also, you have to write if there is any units like grams, etc. If there is any units, you have to write that the units are measured in grams. Don't forget to write it. Tip number 2 is you can write the overview as second paragraph or as the last paragraph. So I prefer that you to write the overview in second paragraph because it gives an impression, good impression to the examiner that you understood the graph perfectly and you are able to present it in a good manner. So that is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is begin the first body graph with phrases such as with regards to, as you can see from the graph, etc. Don't use common phrases. Similarly, begin the second body paragraph also with phrases such as on the contrary, contradiction to that, etc., rather than using common phrases. Tip number 4 is organize the data given in the graph. Before you start writing, you should know how to compare the data given in the graph and you should write accordingly so that you can impress the examiner. Tip number 5 is you can use phrases like a sudden fall in the population density of China has been seen. This is in contrast with it recovered slightly in so and so. Use as much attractive phrases as you can. It will always give a good impression to the examiner. Tip number 6 is write a catchy introductory sentence. This will boost your score to a maximum. Tip number 7. Tip number 7 is you should use phrases like, I will give some example of the phrases you can use while you write your essay. A fair amount of people believe I do not completely accord with it because to embark on, moreover, for instance, despite of, needless to say that, etc. You can introduce or you can start your sentences with all these phrases, or you can use in between also. Tip number 8 is use good lexical resources, that is, topic related vocabulary. In my exam, I was asked about the question about sleeplessness. So instead of writing sleeplessness, sleep deprivation repeatedly, I wrote insomnia. Insomnia means sleeplessness itself. So you should have a thorough knowledge of various words. You should know the topics and you should know you should have a thorough knowledge of all the words which account for your high level score. Tip number 9 is give relevant examples wherever possible to substantiate your ideas as well as your viewpoints. Tip number 10 is don't use much easy sentences. Rather, make it some more professional. For example, I will give you an example of an introductory sentence as well as a concluding sentence. For example, if the question is about technology, what all you can write is instead of writing technology is fastly growing day by day, you can write another sentence that I will say, that is technology is flourishing by leaps and bounds and providing us new avenues while keeping ourselves updated. So writing such sentence will boost your score. Also, in the concluding sentence, instead of writing to sum up, to conclude, etc., which all students are writing, you can use another concluding sentence such as a close analysis of the various aspects of the subject matter reveals that so and so, like that way. This is my last tip. So, the last 5 tips are the tips of task 2, that's essay writing. So, read as much essays as you can before giving your exam. So, it will boost your confidence and also it will increase your lexical resources. Also, you can gather as many points and write the essay as much as with good elegance and beautifully. Also, you should write and practice and be on time. So I am winding this video now. So if anyone found this information useful, Please do like, comment, and share the video, and subscribe my YouTube channel. I'll be coming back with top 10 tips and tricks regarding IELTS reading module. Thank you.